Shalom, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakar Kradash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. I think I'm going to entitle this video More Edomite Lies. And why am I saying this to you? Because as I begin to look into various articles to tie into this particular lesson, and I have a video queued up for you to further substantiate my point. But I'll read this caption for you and we'll get right into the precepts. It tells us this: our government does not have any answers about these drone sightings, says UFO researchers. And for those of us who operate within the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the truth, we know that these heathens are witnessing what the scriptures are referred to as the chariots of Israel. And we see that clearly in 2 Kings chapter 6 verse 1 on down. It tells us also, not only are these the chariots of Israel, but what's operating these chariots? The angels of the Lord, which the scriptures also refer to as what? The eyes of the Lord. And how do we know this to be true? Let's come out of this here and let's go to 2 Chronicles chapter 16 verse 9. I'm going to grab a few precepts and I'm going to get right into this video. And it reads, "For the eyes of the Lord range throughout the whole earth." And what do they travel throughout the earth in? In the chariots of Israel, the UFOs. "For the eyes of the Lord range throughout the whole earth to strengthen those whose heart," meaning what? The mind, "are fully committed to him." You see, brothers and sisters, the angels have a job to do. They're strengthening us, right? You have to remember, the angels are our brethren. Continuing on, and this applies to Esau, Edom today. "You have done a foolish thing. From now on, you will be at war." Let's grab one more precept here, right? And we'll get right into this video. Consider what's written in the book of Revelation, chapter 5, verse 6, further substantiating that the eyes of the Lord are the angels of the Lord, and they're also ministering spirits. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 5, verse 6. "Then I saw a lamb," and that lamb is whom? Yahweh Shai, "looking as if he had been slain, standing at the center of the throne, encircled by the four living creatures and the elders. The lamb had 7 horns." That horn is a representation of what? Power. The 7 is representation of what? A complete number, not a literal 7. "And 7 eyes." Remember, the eyes are what? The angels, which are 7 spirits of God sent out into the whole earth. They're sent out all over the earth. And what are they doing? Ministering unto the saints. Let's get right into this, and I'll chime in momentarily.
At least 4 commercial pilots reported mysterious, bright lights zipping through the skies above Oregon this past weekend. On Sunday night, a United Airlines pilot radioed air traffic control after spotting the unexpected lights in the Eugene area.
"We're seeing 3 or 4 targets. Yeah, they're all altitudes, up and down. It's pretty crazy."
A Life Flight pilot reported one of the lights was going in circles in a corkscrew pattern and showed up on his aircraft's collision avoidance system.
It's red in color, moving at extreme speeds. I don't even know how to describe how fast it's moving. "You are cleared to maneuver as necessary, left and right, to avoid the UFO out there."
Several brief videos taken by pilots and their crews showed lights in the night sky, but they're difficult to see because of the dark conditions.
It's weird. It's a red circular shape, and it keeps zipping out towards the ocean and then coming back in about 20 miles or closer to us, and then zips back out of the ocean and we can't see it.
2 Horizon airline pilots also reported seeing mysterious lights, according to air traffic control, who confirmed there was no military activity in the area. So, what could it be?
That appears like Starlink satellites, most likely.
Dr. Douglas Bittner led a study examining a similar case involving 5 pilots who spotted bright, moving objects over the Pacific Ocean in 2022. Bittner and his colleagues determined the bright lights were flare from numerous Starlink satellites launched by SpaceX to provide broadband internet.
And literally all it is it's the sun is hitting the satellite just right, and it's being reflected back into your eye.
He believes the eye-catching lights spotted by pilots over Oregon were most likely satellite flares, although he hasn't ruled out other possibilities.
I need better video, consistent video.
In August 2022, people in Oregon witnessed a string of Starlink satellites moving dramatically across the night sky. Last month, the Pentagon director overseeing unidentified anomalous phenomena told lawmakers the Defense Department has seen an increase in reported UAP sightings, especially since satellites such as Starlink were launched.
We do have one example that I'm aware of where we were able to correlate a number of observations of interesting lights in the sky, and eventually we concluded that it was multiple people observing Starlink flares.
The flights this weekend all continued on without any problems. The Federal Aviation Administration, or FAA, acknowledged that a pilot saw unidentified lights, but did not provide any further comment.
And of course, they don't have anything else to say because they don't know what the hell is going on. And what they're witnessing is Amos chapter 9, verse 8, and it reads, "Behold," meaning look and see, "the eyes which are the angels of the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom. I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord." And the Lord in all caps is Yahweh. But what does it mean by I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob? That's going into that 1/3, that remnant, that grape of a cluster that the Lord is going to save upon his second coming. Remember, the Lord stated when he comes, he's going to gather his elect from the four corners of the earth. That's the book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 4 and 5. "For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect." You understand? That's who the Lord is coming to gather. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 15, verse 3, and it reads, "The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good." They're looking at everything that's going on, and they're reporting back to the Lord. And as I mentioned very early on in this lesson, the angels are ministering spirits sent here to help us. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 1, verse 14, and it reads, "Are not all angels ministering spirit sent out to serve those who will inherit salvation?" Beautiful. Let me get one more. This is the book of Hebrews, further proving the point. Hebrews chapter 1, verse 7. "And speaking of his angels, he says, he makes his angels spirits and his servants flames of fire." Many people are reporting these things look like amber. You heard him in the report. He said it looked like amber is changing colors. All right. Let me read that again in the New Living Translations. "Regarding the angels, he says, he sends his angels like the winds." What is the winds? That's referring to what? The chariots, the UFOs, so on and so forth. You know, these different sightings that they're seeing in the sky, these different anomalies. You see, the scriptures tells us, be not amazed at the sightings in the sky. That's loosely paraphrasing. The heathen are amazed at him, but not us, Akim, you know, because we know exactly what the scriptures are talking about. Let me read that again. "Regarding the angels, he says, he sends his angels like the winds," and what? The chariots. "His servants like flames of fire." Let me come out of this and let me get one more for you, and we'll finish here in the book of Revelation, chapter 4, verse 5, further proving that these angels, they're likened unto blazing fire, okay? And they're traveling in the chariots. They're spirits sent here to serve and to help us. And it reads here in the book of Revelation, chapter 4, verse 5, and it reads, "From the throne came flashes of lightning, rumbling, and pearls of thunder. In front of the throne, 7 lamps." Remember, 7 is going into a complete number. 7 lamps, a complete number of angels, were burning. They were blazing. These are the 7 spirits of God. So, Akim, when you look, we already know this. When we look up, we see those chariots. We see them blazing, changing forms, shapes, and colors. Remember, they're sent out to minister unto us. We just got to keep pushing and keep believing and keep the faith, because the time of our redemption is drawing nigh. Call Halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.